Welcome everybody to ASFishingTV. My name's Adam Shilton and I bring you a fantastic, hopefully, bream session today here at the brilliant and beautiful Lymm Dam. So it's a natural water, controlled and owned by Bay Mountain Angling Club, but you can fish on day ticket here as well, so have a little look at that. It's got a reasonable stock for natural water, really. There's some really fantastic silver sport here, lots of really good roach, you know, sort of 6 ounce, 8 ounce upwards into sort of £1.5 pounds as an average stamp of fish, which is amazing. Perch in here as well. Obviously for the specimen anglers out there, there's some very big carp, and there's been a stocking of some smaller carp as well, that are sort of £5 to £8 plus quite recently, so they will grow on nicely. And there's also what we've come for today, which is a reasonable head of bream. They go up to about £8–9 they've been caught here, so we're hoping to get into a few of those better bream today, and we'll see what happens. So again, putting together two different methods against each other. One of them is the traditional cage feeder on a shock leader, long hook length, traditional kind of bream fishing. We're at quite a distance, put a line in, and we've clipped up at 43 metres, and we're fishing in about 12 feet of water. And then against that, we've also got the MAP TKS hybrid ember feeders as well, which are absolutely fantastic. Obviously you've seen me work them on commercial fisheries. You'll get to see how they fare today on this fantastic and difficult to tackle, might I add, big natural water. Goes up to sort of 25 feet at the down wall, really deep. I've never actually fished here before, never even been here before, so it's a new water for me today. So in some ways shooting in the dark, but I've had a few tips from the fantastic Lee. He's hopefully put me on some fish today, and we'll see if we can get a few of them feeding. Let's get into it. Let's see what we can catch.
No, I'm going to go down to take 3.
This is a brilliant this is fish 4. So we're just keeping a bit of bait going in basically here, using the traditional cage feeder at the moment. It seems to have scored better on its natural water today, but still it's been nice to catch on both. So it's just a 30-gram feeder essentially. Just by the time you take the twizzle boon into account, we're on kind of 18 inches of hook length, down to a size 16. It's 0.15 main line, sorry, 0.15 hook length line. And then down to a size 16 single grain of corn is what's scored better for us today. Fishing a metre long 10-pound shock leader, just because of the punching out the cast in this wind, and we're fishing, like I said before, at like 43 metres, so it's just keeping everything nice and robust really, so we can keep punching the feeder out. Obviously the wind is causing a bit of an issue in terms of the bowing of the line when it does get up on the cast, but the other side of that is it sinks quickly. Which is fine. And we've been casting between 3 and 5 minutes. A lot of the fish have come with kind of a minute and a half in, but I said they're not really, don't appear to be in big shoals. I mean, they're great fish as you'll see, but we don't think that they're in massive numbers. But you know, nonetheless, it's been fantastic to catch fish like this. It's some lovely bream, and it's great to come to a water that, you know, we've never fished before, and you know, and just test yourself a little bit. It's always really useful to do that. You know, you can do a lot of theory about how it works in these natural waters, but until you actually come out and you try it, you don't know. And we've swapped and changed everything today. You know, I've changed hook baits, I've used worm, I've used dead maggots, I've used sweet corn, a combination of like cocktails as well, like corn and worm, and you know, they've kept the bites coming basically, in most parts. I think with it being natural water, I mean, there's a lot of rain went in last night and it's coloured it up now. You know, that might have played an advantage, it might not, because I've never been here before, I don't know. But obviously, you know, having something like corn that just stands out a little bit, we're fishing in about 12 feet, 12 maybe 13 feet of water where we are. So it's just having something that gives you that nice little fall as it goes down and then sits on top of what will be quite silty out there. So they seem to be picking that corn out quite well, which has been good when they have been feeding. But it's like there's a few fish move in and we feed, and then it goes quiet again for an hour or so, and you have to bait up, and then we get fish on like that, which is absolutely perfect. So that's come at 1 minute 45 seconds from casting in, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's just how they've been having it today. Now this is really important. So obviously using quite strong rods to get the distance. It's so important with bream. You know, we're on a size 16 hook, that you're just nice and steady with reeling in. I'm not in a rush, nice and smooth. And just like we've said to you on all the other commercial videos, you're keeping the rod tip nice and low to the water, and it just helps to keep the fish in front of me. That's the biggest thing. So you're always in control all the time, and we just keep it nice and steady. Now, because of the light, it's a bit funny, you can't see where the fish are, but because I'm fishing a shock leader, as soon as it comes up, the shock leader, I'll feel it hit the top ring. I know that the fish is under my feet. We're nearly there now. There it is, I think. So I know now the fish is under my feet. Oh, not quite net ready yet though. There we are, shuffle him in. And that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely perfect example of the fish in here at Lymm Dam. Duck seems to be laughing at me. Did you hear it then? Quack, 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 quack. So we'll hold him up, hopefully, if he behaves. And this is the stamp of the fish today in here. There you go. Absolutely beautiful, dark, bronzy fish, and that's why we keep them over the net. Let's get him back in. He just sprayed me with slime. There we go. And if you're the kind of fisherman that doesn't like mess, don't come bream fishing, because they cover you head to toe in snot. So there you are, perfect example of what it's like here at Lymm Dam. And massive thanks to Lee, who's put us on the peg and give us a bit of information. He's a carp angler primarily, but he's been catching some of these fish on his cart rig, so that bit of information that he gave us has allowed me to just fine-tune it a little bit from what is a match perspective. Really, it's how I'd fish if I was fishing on a match. Without the poles, obviously I'd do it slightly differently with the poles. But it was nice to come out and get the rods out today and have a play between this traditional setup and that of the embed feeder, hybrid feeder as well. So obviously, like I said, we've had fish on both today, and it's been interesting. You know, it's a natural water as well, so it's been interesting to see the difference in the two. It's been really good fun. Always learning, and that's the thing with fishing. You're always learning. Like I said, I've never been here before, never fished it, never even been here. Driven past a few times, and never actually fished it. So it's dead good to come down and have a bit of a play. Right, 2 more casts. Wind's big bow in a line in this case, so we're going to wait a little bit of time for it to come in, just nice and slow, turning that reel handle, so we can feel that we're down at the feeder. Reset the stopwatch. It's nice to do a bit of feeder fishing at distance as well. been a long time since I've fished at this distance, and a lot of the stuff that I do is commercial work, and it's up to features really, like it is in part 1 of the embed feeder that we're fishing at Cudmore on the arena, you know, stuff like that. So it's lovely to come and do something a bit different. Really enjoyed it today, and absolute credit to the team that look after this place. They've done such a wonderful job. It's beautiful, beautiful water, lovely surroundings. There's a lot of people walking around just because it's a lovely walk in the middle of the village. We just see the church over in the distance, which is nice. But lovely surroundings, lovely people, everyone's been polite and friendly. Lots of people have stopped and talked and seen what we've been up to and who we are, and I've been watching some of the fish that we've caught, which has been fantastic. But what has amazed me actually is how shy the bites have been with such big fish. It really has been a sit and watch, because they're easy to miss. Like that. Thankfully we haven't missed it. But again, that's come at 2 minutes 20. No, wrong, 1 minute 20. Definitely a bream, because the way it just nods like that. It's such lovely fishing here at Lymm Dam. Absolutely wonderful. The kind of fishing where you don't want to go home, that's what it is. Again, just another one of these Lymm Dam bream. These are absolute monsters. I can't even get my hand around it. There we go. Let's see if he'll be for us. Black mark on it, black mark on his cheek, which is nice. Again, beautiful fish. Absolute covered in slime. And that's probably a great way to finish off the day, to be fair. I am going to have one more cast, but what a lovely way to finish off what's been a fantastic trip here at Lymm Dam today. So there we go, what a fantastic day bream fishing here at Lymm Dam. It's been absolutely fantastic in the Cheshire countryside here. You know, I've said everything about the place has been brilliant. You know, it's worked out really well for us. And I'm just looking at, is that a carp swimming down here now? It is. Sorry, we're too busy carp watching. Okay, so a brilliant day here at Lymm Dam. It's been fantastic. We've had a great time. It's been really, really good to use traditional methods. It's also been good to catch some of these fish on the brilliant map embed feeders as well. If you've not had a little look yet, the line clip in them is really innovative, and I've really enjoyed trying that out today with different things. Again, so important that you keep changing things around, keep changing your upbaits, keep the fish coming. If we hadn't done those things today, we wouldn't have caught anywhere near the amount of fish that we have. So that's been really, really interesting. So, like I said, fantastic here. You can fish here on a day ticket, but more importantly, it's also run by Bay Mountain Angling Club. So have a little look on the website. I'll put a little link up for you here. Okay, you can fish here and many other waters for the same price all year round. It's been brilliant. So there we go, absolutely outstanding fishing here, especially for the bream that we've come to target at the fantastic Lymm Dam in the Cheshire countryside. Once again, massive, massive thank you to Bay Mountain Angling Club to Lee, one of the bailiffs today, who gave us a bit of advice and obviously assisted with us getting on the peg. All the work that's been done is just phenomenal. It's made for really easy, comfortable fishing. It's just been a fantastic day. Again, massive thank you to everybody involved, especially because it allowed us to use keep nets and things like that, which has been fantastic. Fish care, obviously, really, really important. We've got those fish photographed and back in nice and fast, which is brilliant. So there we go. Lymm Dam, day ticket, Bay Model Angling Club membership. Get yourself online, get yourself joined up, come and have one of the best days fishing that you'll ever have in your life. My name's Adam Shilton, this has been ASFishingTV, and I'll see you on the bank very, very soon.